You hear that opening bell. Rowdy Roddy Piper in the blue and red, set to go one-on-one with the enforcer Arn Anderson, who you see there in the black. Arn Anderson, as we will see momentarily, most likely joined at ringside by sometimes cousin and always best friend Nature Boy Ric Flair. Arn Anderson wanted a shot there. It was missed. Piper ducked underneath. Arn wants to make this a wrestling match. If this turns into a boxing match, you've got to give it to the Hot Rod. Rowdy Roddy Piper now, the madman, running laps, does a full circle, decides he's going up top. Arn Anderson out of the way that time. Arn, couple of shots there on Rowdy Roddy Piper. And Piper came down hard and awkward on that knee, so I'm not surprised to see Arn Anderson go for it. Arn Anderson counters, three-quarter cravat chancery into a power slam. Nicely done. Arn once again on that knee. There's a knee bar. Has a modified heel hook as well. There you see Nature Boy Ric Flair in the background. Dragon screw leg whip that time from the enforcer. Arn now going back to the legs and kicked off by Rowdy Roddy Piper. That might be a mistake. Piper taking a lot of time there. Mocking Double A. Arn Anderson, arguably the best world television champion in the history of World Championship Wrestling, drops 3 knees to the back of the skull of Rowdy Roddy Piper. Missed with the elbow that time. Piper, Irish whip to the corner. Once again, Arn Anderson with that back elbow manages to cut off Rowdy Roddy Piper. And there's just a boot to the temple. Nothing scientific about that. Arn Anderson steps through now. Pulls back on the arm. Your arm's not supposed to bend that way. No one knows that right now better than Rowdy Roddy Piper, who somersaults through. Now takes Arn Anderson over to the corner. Piper with Arn Anderson up against the turnbuckle, shoulder block, down goes Arn. Arachnid Soul, the best damn pro wrestling commentator, going. Lucky to be calling this one. Back elbow once again from Double A. Piper sent to the corner. You know, I have to admit, I really didn't think that the move, lateral press, and got a 2 count. I really did not think the move that Arn Anderson wanted to go with here tonight was to speed this thing up. But that's exactly what we're seeing here. Arn Anderson. Nice backbreaker that time, and Ric Flair enjoyed it. Not so sure about Rowdy Roddy Piper. Second time here. No, Piper manages to spin out behind. Look at the overhand shots from Piper. Knife edge chops. There's a cross chop. Piper now was looking for a receipt, and once again it's Arn Anderson going to that leg. And you have to wonder if that's some of the coaching, some of the scouting from Nature Boy Ric Flair, a man who routinely uses the figure 4 leg lock. Piper sends Arn hard out over that top rope. And if Bill Watts were here, that would have been a DQ. Don't know that Rowdy Roddy Piper wants to go out there with the 2 of those men. And keep an eye on Nature Boy Ric Flair. And it's a good thing the referee was, or I think he would have taken a shortcut that time. Divorce court. And now we see the modified camel clutch from Arn Anderson. Arn staying on Rowdy Roddy Piper. Has a deep chin lock that time. Piper gets out the back. Boot from Arn Anderson. And there's that European uppercut. Arn Anderson once again tops his man. Lateral press. And once again only getting a 2 count. Rowdy Roddy Piper picked back up. Arn now. Hard shots. And like I said, if this thing goes to boxing, it does favor Hot Rod Rowdy Roddy Piper. Piper now gonna look to come off the center. Arn Anderson real close. There's a boot. That'll create distance, and there's that double sledge. Piper now trying to hyperextend the tricep of Arn Anderson. And there's a receipt. Now we see the camel clutch. Arn looking for the out here. Not able to get a rope break. Picks that far ankle. That's just as good. And it was a short boot there from Rowdy Roddy Piper. I think he might have caught him. And no, Arn able to kick out. Piper now picks his man back up, sends Arn off for the ride. There's that Anderson spine buster out of nowhere. That will be it. No. Somehow Rowdy Roddy Piper, the resilience, the toughness, able to kick out of that hold. Piper now sent to the corner. We saw this from Piper earlier. Arn Anderson stomping a mud hole. Now back on the leg of Rowdy Roddy Piper. Anderson all night has dismantled Rowdy Roddy Piper's leg. Does not key the lock, does Arn Anderson there. That might be a mistake. And it was as Piper found the out. Rowdy Roddy Piper now all over AA. The ground and pound. And it's just 4-on-1. 4 knuckles, 1 skull. Bootlace rake. Arn seen enough there. Comes back. Shot to the gut. Arn gonna fight back from underneath. Single leg. Piper kicks his man off. And there's a drop kick. Nicely executed. The crowd here tonight getting behind Rowdy Roddy Piper. Arn, here it comes. There's that DDT, and I guarantee that will be it. If Arn Anderson can top Rowdy Roddy Piper. Covers his man, hooks the far leg, count along at home. Arn Anderson, in a clean victory, has just defeated the Hot Scot, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Let's go to the replays. Arn Anderson that time, eating that boot. It was a lateral press from Rowdy Roddy Piper. Piper looked for 3, found 2. There was that nasty Anderson spine buster. It was so nice, we just showed it to you twice. Arn tops Rowdy Roddy Piper and somehow only got a 2 count. But if that doesn't put you away, the DDT will. Fans, I thank you for joining me here tonight on Fight Night's Finest YouTube channel. Join me as always at youtube.com/Arachnid Soul. It has been the best damn pro wrestling commentator going, Arachnid Soul. Wrestling fans, thank you and good night.